Hey everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled to have you here because today we're going to strip away all the hype and the science fiction to look at the actual real-world mechanics of artificial intelligence. We're going on a highly structured journey into the foundations of AI to really demystify how it works under the hood. So if you've ever wondered what's actually happening when your phone recognizes your face or an algorithm just perfectly recommends your next favorite movie, well, you are in the right spot. All right, let's dive right in and clear up a massive misconception right off the bat. AI isn't magic. It's actually just a fundamental shift in how we give instructions to computers. You see, in traditional programming, a human being has to sit down and explicitly write out every single manual rule. Like, if X happens, then do Y. But artificial intelligence, it totally flips that script. Instead of writing the rules, we feed the system data, and it learns the patterns itself to improve over time. It's literally the difference between giving a computer a rigid instruction manual versus handing it a textbook and telling it to study. So here is our roadmap for today. First, we'll look at what AI actually solves. Then, how AI thinks, AI in the real world, the roadblocks and risks, and finally, the future of AI. Let's kick things off with Section 1, what AI actually solves, the why. Now, the absolute crucial point here is that an AI problem isn't just your standard math calculation. It's a problem that requires the machine to act like us. It requires the computer to exhibit behaviors that we normally associate exclusively with human intelligence, whether that's making a really complex decision, understanding all the weird nuances of human language, or perceiving the environment around it. An AI problem demands that the system reason and learn, rather than just compute. What's wild is just how broad these problems actually are. When we talk about AI problems, we are dealing with massive search spaces and super uncertain information. We're talking about everything from finding the absolute shortest path in a navigation system, to storing facts in a way a machine can actually understand, to natural language processing where a computer tries to comprehend and translate a highly ambiguous human sentence. It's everything from reasoning through incomplete info to physically planning movements in robotics. To really ground this, let's think about computer vision for a second. When we say an AI problem involves perception, we aren't just talking about your webcam figuring out there's a face in the frame. In the real world, computer vision is a critical system tasked with analyzing incredibly complex medical imagery to identify an anomaly. Think about detecting a tumor from an MRI scan. It's taking visual data, understanding the context, and extracting life-saving meaning from it. Moving right along to Section 2, how AI thinks, the how. So there is a really direct connection between the problem you have and the technique you use to solve it. For example, if you want a GPS route, which is essentially a search problem, you'd use specific search algorithms like A*STAR to navigate through millions of possible paths. If you need a machine to reason and mimic a doctor's deductive logic, well, you build expert systems filled with medical knowledge bases. And if your problem requires learning complex patterns from raw data, like identifying an object in a video, you deploy advanced techniques like deep learning. Let's look a bit closer at that learning technique. Specifically, machine learning generally falls into three distinct approaches. First up, we have supervised learning, where we teach the AI using clearly labeled data. Think of it like showing a computer 1,000 emails explicitly marked spam, so it can predict the next one. Second is unsupervised learning. This is where we just give it a ton of raw, unlabeled data and ask it to find hidden patterns, which is amazing for things like market analysis. And third is reinforcement learning, where the AI learns through a system of rewards and penalties. This is exactly how we train game AI, where those complex navigation systems in self-driving cars. One of my absolute favorite techniques is fuzzy logic. Traditional computer logic is incredibly rigid, right? A statement is either 100% true or 100% false. The room is hot or the room is not hot. But the real world doesn't work in binary. Fuzzy logic allows for partial truth. It allows the computer to understand a concept like, the room is moderately hot. This shift away from rigid true or false programming is exactly how your smart washing machine or your modern air conditioner smoothly and intelligently adjusts its settings based on its environment. All right, let's step out of the underlying mechanics and move to Section 3, AI and the real world, the impact. Let's take a second to really frame what we're looking at here. AI isn't just one single piece of magical software. It is fundamentally a massive collaborative effort. It combines vast oceans of data, incredibly sophisticated algorithms, super heavy computing power, and crucially, human expertise, all applied together to solve highly complex problems. Just think about how this broad field affects our personal day-to-day lives. I mean, it's literally everywhere. In healthcare, it's assisting doctors in speeding up drug discovery. In education, we're seeing these smart tutors and personalized algorithms that adapt to a student's unique pace. At home, it's managing our energy and powering our smart speakers. When we relax, it's optimizing our video streams and recommending music. And when we shop online, AI is running the dynamic pricing engines quietly operating in the background. And when we zoom out to a global scale, the impact is even more profound. AI is managing massive transportation fleets. It's running predictive maintenance in manufacturing, so machines can be fixed before they even break. It's on the absolute front line of cybersecurity, catching fraudulent transactions instantly. In the environment, it's powering complex climate modeling. And in top-level scientific research, it is helping astronomers map the stars and helping biologists predict complex protein structures. For a super tangible example of this global impact, just look at the agricultural sector today. Farmers aren't just relying on intuition anymore. They are actively using drone-based AI computer vision to fly over massive fields, monitor crop health, instantly detect diseases before they spread, and optimize smart irrigation directly in the field. It is fundamentally changing how we grow the food that sustains the planet. But as amazing as all this is, it's not all perfect. That brings us to Section 4, roadblocks and risks. Honestly, the roadblocks we are currently facing are massive. First up, we're dealing with algorithmic bias and data privacy. Because AI learns from the data we give it, it can easily just pick up and amplify our own human biases. We also face the black box problem of explainability, where an AI makes a decision, but we can't actually figure out how it arrived at that conclusion. On top of that, generative AI sometimes deals with hallucinations, which is basically where it confidently presents totally false information as fact. Add in the staggering computational costs and the massive energy consumption required to run these things, and we have a reliability and security puzzle that we are still desperately trying to solve. And as researchers and international organizations have pointed out, we can't just innovate our way out of these risks by throwing more computing power at the problem. Moving forward relies incredibly heavily on ethical design, thoughtful regulation, and actual human oversight. We basically need solid governance frameworks to ensure this technology stays transparent, safe, and focused on helping people. So, keeping all those challenges in mind, where is this all heading? Let's look at Section 5, the future of AI. Things are moving incredibly fast. We are shifting toward multimodal AI, meaning systems that don't just read text, but can simultaneously process text, image, and audio together, kind of like how we do. We're also moving rapidly toward agentic AI. These are systems that don't just answer a simple prompt, but can actually plan out and execute multi-step, complex tasks entirely on their own. We're seeing a huge rise in edge AI too, where data is processed locally right on your device without needing the cloud, which is a massive win for privacy. Ultimately, the future is aiming for an enhanced, seamless collaboration between humans and machines. Which brings us to the end of today's explainer. But before we go, I want to leave you with this provocative thought. As we actively build agentic AI, as we give these systems the agency to plan, execute, and learn autonomously without our direct input, how do we ensure that we are still the ones holding the steering wheel? How do we guarantee that human oversight remains the compass guiding this immense power? Keep learning, keep questioning, and I'll catch you on the next one.